What's going on, guys? It's JSGC here, and we're here for another preview. This time the Manchester derby is on Sunday, so we're going to be previewing the match at Old Trafford. It always seems to be Old Trafford first game, doesn't it, for the Premier League of the Manchester? It always seems to be at the Etihad in the second half of the season. The first half always seems to be Old Trafford. Crazy, but there you go. We're back at Old Trafford. Man United have not lost, I think, in 41 games at Old Trafford. It's something ridiculous. I don't think they've lost since City beat them in September 10th, I think it was, last season, just after the international break or somewhere around then. That's a long time to go without losing at home, so they're up against the nemesis again in Man City. We'll cover Manchester United first. So, opposition, look out. Paul Pogba is suspended for his red card with Hector Bellerin. Jose Mourinho's come out and said that Michael Carrick is not fit, and Jose Mourinho also came out and says that Fellaini might well be playing. Well, I'm expecting Fellaini to be playing because Man City don't like being bullied, so it makes perfect sense for Fellaini to be playing. Put the balls onto his head, onto his chest, let him bully, let him do what Fellaini does, which will cause a lot of problems for Man City. So he's one of the danger men, one of many danger men that Manchester United do have. One question I do have is, will Marcus Rashford start? It'll be a statement of intent if he does, because then I know they're going for pace and power up front rather than looking to try and hold the ball up and stuff like that. So it'll be interesting to see if Rashford plays. I'm not sure if he's going to. I imagine he might come on if the game starts to deteriorate away or Man United are smelling blood. He might come off the bench. Will he start? It's interesting. It'll tell me Man United's intentions if he does. If he doesn't start and it's a little bit more negative, then expect this to be quite a boring game. I'm not expecting this to be a classic by any means. This is going to be a tactical match between Jose Mourinho and Pep Guardiola. Probably a boring match to watch, actually, but there you go. Man United do need to win. They're 8 points behind. They do need to win this game. They're at home. They're the home side. They need to take the game to Man City. Like they took it to Arsenal in the first 10 or 15 minutes. They need to take it to Man City, show them what they can do, and they need to score goals. They're in good form. They're playing well, Manchester United, at the moment. They've kind of gotten over this little sticky patch where questions are starting to be asked about how boring Jose Mourinho was, this style of football. I'm expecting that they'll maybe play it again against Man City, but they'll be looking, rather than picking up the draws that he's been known for. That win against Arsenal last week was fantastic for Manchester United, and it showed that they have got that clinical edge there to make a difference. So Man United, I expect that will be probably pressing really hard up the pitch in the first 10 or 15 minutes with high intensity. So City need to be careful. Saw it last season against Spurs, 2-0 down within the first 30 minutes. Game kind of gone from there, so I imagine United will be looking for something similar, and we've seen teams do that to Man City too this season all too regularly. Wolves have done it, Shakhtar Donetsk have done it on Wednesday, played with pace, went forward, defended well, scored goals, win the game. So Man City, as stated there against Shakhtar, the unbeaten run in all comps has come to an end. They're still unbeaten in the Premier League. The winning streak has come to an end. How are Man City going to respond? They made, I think, 6 or 7 changes last time, so I'm expecting 6 or 7 changes back again. This time, what they're going to do about it? Well, if Manchester City can win this game, then that'll take a big stride towards winning the Premier League. It'll mean Chelsea will be smelling blood first, and we have to presume that Chelsea are going to win their game first, which means that Chelsea will then move into second, which means Manchester United do need to pick up points, and Man City will be looking just to try and contain Man United and not hand any of their title rivals 3 points. To beating Chelsea away, they could beat Man United away. We have to presume that this title's near enough done, unless Man City start chucking away points for fun in the second half of the season. Will that happen? Well, I don't know. Big news for Man City is David Silva did not travel with the squad to the Ukraine. Everyone else did, apart from De Bruyne, who was suspended. He will play in this game. David Silva apparently picked up a little knock. Is Pep Guardiola lying? Is he playing mind games, or will he be or will he not play? He's injured. I will talk about that right now. So if he is injured, Bernardo Silva could move centrally. Bernardo Silva out wide. People are finally starting to ask questions, because I've been asking questions that for weeks and weeks. He isn't quick enough to be playing out wide. He's like Nolito out wide, not really that good. So moving centrally, and we can see what he can do. That is one option for City. They could also go with Gundogan too, maybe give a bit more support for Fernandinho, sit back just a little bit more and allow De Bruyne to get forward like we did at Old Trafford last season. And they ended up picking up a goal. Man City we contained Manchester United, managed to ease ourselves into the game. They'll try and do it again, and then be clinical. It's all about who's clinical. There won't be many chances, I don't expect, at either end. I don't expect Man United's middle pack or the midfield to be that open like they were against Arsenal. They cannot allow Man City that many chances. They can't allow Man City 14 shots at the goalkeeper for him to make saves. City will put more than one away, I can guarantee it. The attack's too good for that. We've seen it this season. They scored 5, 6 and 7s. So, you know, they put Liverpool to the sword earlier on. Manchester United do need to be careful. My prediction for this game, I'm going to go for a 0-0. Jose Mourinho is going to play for a 0-0. I think it'll finish 0-0. If it doesn't finish 0-0, I don't think there's going to be many goals in this. We could be looking at a 1-0 to either side. It's really unpredictable. I'm going to sit on the fence and say a 0-0. And I'll say it right now, I'll be happy with a 0-0. Keeps Man United at bay. They continue to be 8 points behind. Chelsea will be, I think, at least 6 points clear of them, going into a couple of winnable fixtures coming up for City in the Premier League, with Swansea away coming up, Spurs at home, and also Bournemouth at home, and splashing in between that you've got Leicester in the Carabao Cup, League Cup 2. So, for the team, I'm going to pop up my team now, my team prediction. I've not included Gabriel Jesus in this just because he went to the Ukraine. He didn't play that well. Aguero came on, he scored, so I'm expecting that Aguero probably will start this match. He does have a good record of scoring past Manchester United. I've already mentioned that Gundogan could slot in beside Fernandinho in the Kevin De Bruyne role, and that which means that Kevin De Bruyne could move forward more into the David Silva role. It'll be interesting to see how that works if that does end up happening. I suspect that Man City will be looking more for possession, build-up play, etc, etc. But I do think that Pep Guardiola is lying a little bit here, and David Silva will make a miraculous recovery and he'll be playing in this game, and that's then a danger for Manchester United because David Silva is like a little wizard. Fantastic little player. He'll cause problems. His low centre of gravity, his ability to pick out a pass, even when he's not playing well, he's like De Bruyne. They're just two world-class players sitting in the midfield. Man United are missing their player in Paul Pogba, the world-class midfielder. So what are they going to do? Well, I said the logical thing for them is to start bullying Man City's defence. That's the weak point, set pieces, hoofing the ball up, putting it onto the heads, and allowing Man City to be open. Otamendi will be playing in this game, as I put him in the team, which means that if they can get it onto the head of maybe Lukaku, onto Fellaini, Rashford, etc, etc, it'll draw Otamendi out and it'll leave company isolated. They'll target that, I'm almost certain of it. Other teams have, they will too. Walker will play right back, quick, should be able to get forward. This game might suit him, he'll be important in this game. Fabian Delph as well, will be cutting in to come more centrally. Fernandinho, De Bruyne, David Silva, Macy Bernardo Silva or Gundogan, the same there. Raheem Sterling is my key man for Man City here. He can unlock his late goals have become beautiful, if I do say so myself. They've come absolutely beautiful. Leroy Sané hasn't had the best of games midweek, but his pace can cause problems all the time. His trickery, his ability to put the ball through people's legs and get into positions to be able to score is always handy. And Aguero is just Aguero. So this would be a close contested battle, in my opinion, a tactical battle, which will probably mean it finishes 0-0 and be a bore fest. But there you go. Look out for the review. That will be coming up soon. Check out my social media in the description below. If you want to check me out on Twitter, Instagram, etc, etc, then please do. Please also don't forget to leave a thumbs up on the video if you like the video, and please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, because there's a lot more football content coming up, including my reviews, football fix, fantasy football, etc, etc. Vlog 2 hopefully coming up very soon of an away match 2, and hopefully get myself to a City game and do a vlog as well, because I don't think I've got around to doing that just yet. We'll do that too. So I will see you all later. It's been JSGC 171. Looking forward to the Manchester derby, as always, isn't everybody? Yes. Peace. Ciao for now.